is not gonna be a fancy video, obviously. I have no makeup on. My hair is not done. And I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do my hair or my makeup. Yeah, the thing about cooking for one is that a lot of times you end up with like a bunch of stuff, or you have to buy a whole package of something, and then you only use a little bit of it, and then you have all the rest of it to either use up or freeze, or it's gonna go bad. So I currently have a situation where I have 3 andouille sausage links left over from my red beans and rice episode, which if you haven't seen my red beans and rice episode, go do it now, because it was one of the best red beans and rice batches that I've ever made. So go watch that. I'll put a link somewhere, wherever it goes. I'll just point everywhere. I'm gonna put a link. I thought about it and I came up with 3 really quick things that I could do with just few ingredients. They should be really good. I'm looking forward to it. I think I can get all of them done in like 2 hours. That's my goal. Like less than, like somewhere between a half an hour and 45 minutes per recipe is the goal here. And I think I can do it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to it. To the drawing board. All right, we're gonna keep this as simple as possible. These are 3 really easy dishes that you can make using andouille sausage. The first one I'm calling shrimp boil foil packets. When you do a shrimp boil down in the South, you just kind of throw all these things in a pot, let them cook and hang out in your backyard. This is just as good if you throw all those ingredients inside a foil packet and pop it in your oven, or better yet, on the grill. All we need to do to put this meal together is chop up our sausage, add some onion, add some shrimp, and a few little potatoes. You could probably use russet potatoes, but I like using the smaller potatoes. I feel like they cook better. Get some corn on the cob. Then we'll add some parsley for color. Season it with a little bit of Old Bay seasoning and top it off with some butter. Let that cook in the oven for a little while and then just pour it onto a plate or into a bowl and it's done. The second dish is a little bit more fancy. Sausage, spinach, and sun-dried tomato linguini. We'll start with the sausage, throw in some onions, and garlic. Then we'll add our sun-dried tomatoes, add some white wine to kind of form a sauce, throw in the spinach, let that wilt down, and then we'll cook up some linguini. Toss everything together, add a little bit of grated cheese on top, and that's all for recipe number 2. Sausage, spinach, and sun-dried tomato linguini. Now the third recipe is just dripping with Southern charm, andouille sausage and collard greens over cheese grits. As with the other 2, start by chopping up some sausage with a little bit of onion and garlic. Then we'll add some chopped up collard greens. Collard greens have a tendency to be bitter, so I'm gonna add some apple cider vinegar to kind of balance out the bitterness, and some hot sauce for a little extra kick. Then separately, we'll just cook some grits, add some shredded cheddar cheese, or you could use whatever cheese you want. Then throw the grits in the bowl, top it off with the sausage and the collard greens, and that's it for recipe number 3. I'm telling you guys, this is really not hard. And there isn't really a whole lot of cleanup either. And cooking all 3 of these all at one time means that I can just have leftovers later in the week, and I don't have to worry about cooking and cleaning when I'm busy doing other stuff, like editing video. Okay, so that was a huge success. All of the things were delicious. I had one of them for lunch today, and then the rest I'm gonna just save. Got leftovers for later in the week. I'm gonna refrigerate those. And that's it. I am pleased. It's been like maybe like 2 hours 15, 2 hours 20 minutes, and each one only took me like half an hour 45 minutes. The easiest one was the shrimp boil, because all I did was throw it in some foil and pop it in the oven. It was like no effort, really. So that was awesome. There will be more videos like this in the future. You mark my words. Mark my words.